guys, it's Cecilia. Look what finally came in the mail. My very first Bargain Bead Box. I've been a fan of these boxes through other YouTube channels for a while, and I finally made the jump and subscribed. This month is the Fairy Tale Romance Collection, and I'm already spotting some gorgeous light pinks and high-quality bling. I'm going to get this organized so we can dive into all 23 items. I can't wait to see what's inside, so let's go ahead and get this open. The Fairy Tale Romance Collection is finally here, and oh my gosh, you guys, there are 23 items in this box. Just look at the retail price. It's retailed at $107.77. But since this is a monthly subscription, you're only paying about $25. That is a total bargain. We have gemstones on top of gemstones on top of gemstones today. This collection features a perfect couple of focal pieces with a supporting cast of pink, green, and antique copper accents. I am already in love with these lampwork mushrooms and these chunky rose quartz nuggets. They have such a nice, hefty feel to them. Look at that light pink and all that bling. I'm so happy with this. Let's dive in and go over every single piece. All right, number 8. We have these 10mm rhodonite fluted melon beads. There are 8 pieces for $5.99. And wow, you can really feel the weight on these. They are nice and big and chunky. Let's get a close-up of these markings because they are just beautiful. You see why they call them melon beads. They have these flutes or grooves cut lengthwise, which almost makes them look like a little pumpkin or a watermelon. It's a classic shape that's been around for ages, and it adds such a nice texture compared to a standard round bead. What's interesting about this batch is the color range. We've Number 10, we have some real blingy happiness. These are 8mm crystal faceted, actually fancy faceted, rondelle beads in a gorgeous rosaline pink. It's a 7.5-inch strand, and just look at that sparkle. At a $4.99 value, the way these catch the light is just incredible. The fancy faceting gives them so many extra surfaces to bounce the light around, creating that beautiful, delicate glow. Just a really high-end, shimmering crystal to add some pure joy to the stash. Number 5, and oh, I just love unakite. This is the good stuff. We have a nice long 15-inch strand of unakite tumbled nugget beads, and the variation in these sizes is so cool. Take a look at those colors. You've got that classic mossy green, but then some of these are just such a gorgeous, deep corally pink. I'm even seeing some unique grays coming through in a few of these stones. At a $7.99 value, there is just so much that can be done with a strand this long. They have that wonderful, natural, tumbled feel, just a really beautiful, earthy set of nuggets to add to the collection. And I don't see a label on this bag, but I believe this is number 4. These are 8mm unakite round beads on 7-inch strands, and oh, I am just such a sucker for this stone. Unakite is definitely one of those stones I tend to hoard in my stash because it's just so good. You're getting a $5.99 value here, and they just look so rich and earthy. I'm definitely going to have to pull out some of my other unakite to match with these. All right. Moving on to number 3, we have a 7-inch strand of these 8mm pink rhodonite round beads. These are absolute beauties. Look at that color. You've got a $6.99 value here, and what's really special about this strand is that there isn't a lot of black matrix going on. Instead, it's full of that gorgeous, creamy, dusty rose. See how smooth and pale that pink is? It just pops right out at you. It's such a fun, light version of rhodonite. I am just loving that pale pink glow.
Number 11, and I love this size. This is a 7.5-inch strand of 4mm crystal fancy faceted rondelle beads in a vintage peach mix. You've got a $4.49 value here, and they are just gorgeous.
Moving on to number 9, we have 8 pieces of 10mm Unikite barrel beads, a $4.99 value, and I am just loving these. Look at the markings on that one. It's such a fun, different look. I think it's going to be so much fun to play with. Just a gorgeous, unique addition to the stash. Next up is number 17, and these are 6 pieces of 11mm flower coin spacer beads. They are lead, nickel, and cadmium free with a $2.99 value. And wow, when I talk about weight, these really have some heft to them. You can feel the quality immediately. I'm actually thinking of using one as a button for a toggle closure on a bracelet. It's that sturdy. These are giving me such a great earthy spring vibe. All right, item number 14 is a 33 by 23mm brass locket pendant with a gorgeous copper floral swirl design. This is a $3.99 value, and it is just so pretty. I love that etched floral pattern. It has such a classic vintage feel. Opening it up, the inside looks great too. It really gives you so many options for a personal piece. What's fantastic about this copper tone is that it would honestly go with anything. All right, this is a 48 by 28mm rhodonite and brass marquise pendant. It's lead and cadmium free with a $6.99 value. And just look at the swirling in that stone. It is absolutely beautiful. The copper finish on this is gorgeous, and I love the little details, like those tiny dots poking out that catch the light and make it look a bit brighter. Moving right along to number 2, we have a 30 by 19mm Unikite and brass teardrop pendant. This one is lead and cadmium free with a $5.99 value, and I just love Unikite so much. One of the main reasons is all those incredible swirls and the way these colors mix together. It's just gorgeous. I really like that this one is a bit smaller than the first pendant, but they both tie in so beautifully. Moving on to number 7, we have a 7-inch strand of rose quartz large nugget beads, a $7.99 value, and these are just so good. I really, really love this pink. It is such a beautiful classic rose, and you can tell right away this is a really nice grade and a high-quality stone. The mellowness of this pink is just going to pop through no matter what you pair it with. All right, number 12 is a 12-inch strand of 4mm crystal faceted round beads in green with brown iris. These are just absolute perfection with our Unikite, aren't they? At a $3.99 value, they are just so good. I love that these are a true round shape, while some of our others are flat. It really opens up the design options. That brown iris finish gives them such a cool, earthy bling that just shines. At number 18, we have these two 30 by 21mm ornate shield links. These are lead, nickel, and cadmium free with a $2.99 value. And look at how puffy these are. They are beautifully two-sided and just pop right up in the center. I love the versatility here. These open up so many options, whether you use them for earrings, a focal pendant, or even as a connector at the top of a multi-strand piece. Number 6, we have a 7-inch strand of 6mm faceted rhodonite beads, a $6.99 value, and just look at that sparkle. This strand has much more of those deep dark tones in it. Now we're bringing in the tinies. We have 100 pieces of 3mm round spacer beads in that gorgeous copper. I'm not going to open these up right now because they would definitely run everywhere, but you can see that beautiful finish through the bag. Next up at number 13, we have 4 pieces of 13 by 10mm lamp work glass mushroom beads in a forest green, a $3.99 value, and I am just tickled over these. Just look at the tiny white dots on those lime green caps and that cute peach tone stem. Next, at number 22, we have 24 pieces of 8mm flower bead caps, a $2.99 value, and they are lead, nickel, and cadmium free. Now for number 20, we have 2 pieces of 24 by 19mm leafy toggle clasps. These are lead, nickel, and cadmium free with a $1.99 value. And oh, just look at these guys. I love that leafy, swirling detail. It feels so organic. They are a really nice, substantial size, and I honestly haven't seen anything quite like them before. I'm pulling out all the new stuff today, and it is just a blast. At number 21, we have these two 20 by 19mm fairy charms, a $1.99 value, and they are lead, nickel, and cadmium free. These are one-sided, but just look at how adorable that detail is. She is such a beautiful little fairy. Moving on to number 19, we have 10 pieces of these 17 by 11mm round flower links, a $2.99 value. Oh, these are just beautiful. I love how many we get in this pack. They are one-sided with a nice smooth back, but the front has such a lovely detailed floral design. Next up at number 15, we have 16 pieces of 7x7 and 12mm detailed round spacer beads, a $3.49 value. Oh, I love the heft these bring. They have a really nice weight to them that makes them feel so substantial. Last, but certainly not least, at number 23, we have 1 meter of this gorgeous jewelry chain, a $4.99 value. This set includes 2 different link sizes, a 5.7 by 3.5mm and a smaller 3 by 2.2mm. Oh yeah, this is going to be easy peasy to work with. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and seeing all these beautiful pieces. If you enjoyed this unboxing, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, and I can't wait to show you what I make with these.